We were told it was going to stay in our arm, right? Okay. We were told this is mRNA, going to degrade rapidly in our body, right? But it wasn't mRNA, was it? It was modified RNA. It was actually produced synthetically so it wouldn't degrade. And we now have studies that say the mRNA is circulating in the body at least, I think, 2 months, and we haven't done studies beyond that, correct? I know in your own practice, you don't administer that because you realize the spike protein is toxic to the body.
I prefer the killed protein vaccines.
When did you first determine, or when did you first find out about the biodistribution studies Pfizer had done that the Japanese regulators released in February of 2021?
Probably
on the lipid nanoparticles.
Yeah, probably somewhere in the spring or summer of 21. It was clear that the mRNA in some patients was persisting much longer than it should.
When did you find out about the biodistribution of the lipid nanoparticles, or when did people in the FDA, when should have they known about the fact that they were biodistributing all over the body?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I was telling you the summer of 2021 is when I probably became more aware that this...
only because the Japanese regulators released that. But again, this is part of the Pfizer studies. So they knew that the lipid nanoparticle, which is designed to permeate difficult to permeate barriers, correct? Okay. That's the design of the lipid nanoparticle. So they knew it was going to biodistribute all over the body, concentrate in the ovaries, the adrenal glands. It crosses the blood-brain barrier, correct?
Correct.
So what would, let's just, again, you're a doctor. What happens when you have a lipid nanoparticle biodistributing, and let's say this mRNA, this modified mRNA attaches to heart muscle? But what is it? It injects itself into the cells, causes that heart muscle cell to produce a spike protein, correct? Which is toxic to the body, and then what does the body do?
It has a very strong pro-inflammatory response, which is problematic. Again, I think, Senator, what you're getting at, which I'm 100% agreeing with you, is I think there was not appropriate transparency from the beginning about the potential side effects of these vaccines. And I do think there was inappropriate decisions by some to try to report any side effects because they argued that would make the public less likely to get vaccinated. I do think one of the greatest mistakes that was made, of course, was mandating these vaccines. They should have never been mandated. It should have been open to personal choice. They don't prevent infection. They do have side effects.